Greetings, St. Paul's. Blessings on this Thursday, the second day of the season of Lent. Today, the Church also celebrates the feast of Martin Luther. The psalm appointed for his feast day is Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth be moved, and though the mountains be toppled into the depths of the sea. So many people know Martin Luther, not King, but the other one from the 16th century, as a reformer of the church, of the Catholic Church. What not everybody knows is that he was excommunicated after he wanted to open up the teachings of the church to all people, so that everyone would have access to the teachings of the church. Most of Martin's writings and theological and liturgical writings happened after he had been excommunicated. But what I find impressive about him is that though he was excommunicated by the Pope, he never felt that he himself had left the Catholic Church, but rather that the Catholic Church had left him. He continued working throughout his life, putting forward proposals and hymns and writings that live on to this day. One of the reasons I say that he never left the church, and some people would argue that maybe he did because he started the Lutheran church, but here's the thing, he did not start the church. Lutheranism started as a movement after Luther's death. Just in the same way in which Jesus did not start Christianity, because Christianity as a movement started after Jesus' death and resurrection. I believe we're called to stand with bravery, with resolve, even when our very own church tells us that we need to be quiet, when the church tells us that we are being too, what would we say, controversial. I think that that is exactly what the church needs to move it forward. Women were controversial about not being included in holy orders. People of different races were considered to be outrageous when they asked to be fully included in the life of the church. People of different genders and sexual identities and sexualities fought and continued to fight to be seen as equals in our church. It is when we're willing to stand up for our faith, for our sense of call by God, that change comes about. So my beloved, continue to do the work that needs to be done, not only to transform the world around us, but even the very communities of faith to which we belong. We don't need to leave the church. We must remain in it and help it be transformed to be more loving, more inclusive, and more a reflection of the grace that we say we have received from God and the power of the Holy Spirit that calls us to be one. May you continue to find yourself blessed in this beginning of the process of going through Lent and in the days and weeks to come. Blessings to you.